Dolphins fan. One, two, three, let's go! What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back for the fourth season of Tua Tuesdays, the original. People try to duplicate. People try to imitate. It cannot be done. We cannot be replicated. And I'm joined by the homie Martin, former FAMU quarterback. Martin, we are here for another season of it. And, bro, we are starting off on a real good note, a real fun note. Already 240 of you in the room. We've got a new channel member. Sao Pao became a channel member, as well as G Firm says, shout out to my man, my brother, the infamous, mystical, magical, mad money Martin, the magnificent. And more love to the homie Reason. Brother, let's go. I mean, dude, there's a lot of good to talk about. We were gushing over Austin Jackson before we even went live. There is a lot of good to take away, Martin, huh? And, I appreciate G Firm. And, guys, donate if you can, because I got a feeling that we're going to get demonetized a whole hell of a lot this season because Baldy's going to keep doing his breakdowns on us. And the NFL's going to be out here claiming footage regularly because, Martin, we might be one of the most exciting offenses even in a long time, and that's including what we looked like last year, Martin. But
you did call it Reason. You said imagine what next year is going to be like, considering what we was doing last year with a full off season of the same players, the same playbook, so we're getting stronger and more confident. Nah, this is scary film to watch for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. Scary in a good way. We know.
Listen, I want to get your thoughts because we mentioned it. Tell the people what we were talking about backstage about Austin Jackson.
Look, guys. Austin Jackson he's gotten significantly better. I'll put it that way. I don't want to put him out on a ledge and say he's officially arrived, because there's still a lot more football to be played. There's a lot more to be proven.
He put Post on the ground a few times.
I was pleasantly surprised. My heart was getting warm when I was watching how Austin Jackson used to techniques. I was like, that's what we've been looking for, man. Yeah. That's what we've been looking for, man.
No more than a screen.
Oh man, it was so fun to watch that, man. But trust me when I say it's fun to watch an offense, and this is why football is so beautiful to me. As far as like any game to play, the reason why football is so beautiful is when everybody is on the same page. Offensive line, receivers, it is like poetry in motion. Yeah. And that, again, this is one of the films that I've watched, like, probably ever, where I was just looking at the offense and how they were clicking and working together. I was like, damn, if we can keep this up. You know what I mean?
We got to shout out Nick Hicks, not only for what he's done with Tua physically to this point, but when he was up on this channel, I don't know if you happened to catch it during the offseason when I did my interview with him, because I know you're popping in and out. And he talked about working with Tyreek and on releases and stuff. You've really noticed the emphasis, like Tyreek's releases off the line are crisper, are tighter. They're much cleaner than they were last year.
Concise.
It's ridiculous. You can even see the comfort level in Tyreek in this offense with working on his releases, but also running his routes more efficiently. He talked about it himself, where last year he just relied on his speed and athleticism. Now he knows the route concepts, can run them crisper, et cetera, et cetera. And you noticed it a lot on the daggers, the digs, the crossers they were using over the middle of the field. You know, he was crisp, man. And I got to give it to Tua, man. There's some throws we're going to go over, my friend. You thread a thinner needle, bro. Like, oh my God. There's one throw to Tyreek, and then there's one throw to, was it Barrios, who looked like he was going to do the whip route? And as soon as he came out the whip, bam, ball was there. I was like, Jesus God. And it was, if you remember, the Barrios one was off platform too. And I was like, oh my Lord. Bro, I'm telling you. I woken up Monday, Tuesday. No, we got the best quarterback in the AFC East. It's not even close right now. Thank you very much, Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers, if you were healthy.
Poor Aaron, man.
If you were still Aaron, you can come running out here with a flag on 9/11 all you want. Don't make you better than Tua Tagoailoa, baby. I'm going to be Hacksaw Jim Duggan more than it makes you look like Tua Tagoailoa. But I digress, okay? Tua Tagoailoa, if everyone's healthy, is the best in that. It's not even close right now. Look at. I mean, they lost yesterday. The New York Jets lost Aaron Rodgers, but by the end of it, they gained Josh Allen with the amount of picks he was throwing. Good God. And Tua Tagoailoa, you look at that right now. Martin, did I say it all offseason or did I not say it all offseason? Say it with me. Did I not call this regression of the Buffalo Bills? And now
you did.
Did I not call this? Another
you did, man. You
losing to Zach Wilson, baby.
You hit me up. You made it loud and clear, like Martin. I see it coming.
Yeah, it's coming, baby. It's coming.
Yeah, You mentioned everything. Check all boxes.
We got the best quarterback in the AFC East, and guess what? I'm gonna go out on a limb right now. And I know two of them had rough weekends. But the only quarterbacks up there in the AFC with Tua right now are Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. And
he clearly outplayed both. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and miss me with the Herbert talk. He's officially, after 2 years of it, he's a check down merchant. He's nothing more than a check down Charlie. Let's call it what he is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what that guy. All this big arm to do what?
And in honor of the Tua and Herbert matchup, I'm declaring this episode intentional crowning.
Let's go.
All right? Intentional crowning. And it's just a perfect, it came to me. I was like, you know what? I got to do this. It's exactly what it is. It's poetic. And I'll tell you what, man. give it to yourself. I'll tell you what. I know everybody has watched Training Day with Denzel Washington, and literally the entire time in my mind, I'm like, what is going on in Tua's mind? It feels like Tua, like that one scene in Training Day where Denzel was laughing when he was having a shootout with Officer Jake, and he was like, ha ha ha, hey, I'm surgical with this, Jake. How you want it, dog? Like it felt like that. It felt like that all game as far as how surgical Tua was. There was literally no hesitation in any throw that he made, and even the poor throws, even the poor decisions, no hesitation. I was like, wow, this is an improvement.
Oh yeah, that one Smythe into the triangle coverage where
bro.
And he's just like, he's vibing, bro. He's feeling it. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Like big DICK Tua was on the field. That's what I'm saying. Swamp Donkey Crypto donates $2. Said recent breakdown the film like Tua did ILA. I don't know if we could do it that great, bro. That was elite. That was elite, man. You know?
Yeah, it was.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna try our best. Any thoughts before we get into it here?
Yeah, man. Week one, we were expecting, a good game, not necessarily a shootout, and not necessarily Tua just. I mean, you talk about going ham. That was insane, man. That was insane to watch from beginning to end. And again, this game eerily similar to the feeling I had when I was watching Tua last season against the Baltimore Ravens. It just felt like he was just levitating into that quarterback. Mm-hmm.
Like you saw on plays where he'd manipulate windows open. Then you saw on certain play calls where there was design. There was good play design that manipulated windows open.
Yes.
It was very you see at times like a very good blend, but a good play calling.
Yes.
Good play calling of when to lean on design or when to lean on Tua's eye manipulation. Now, I don't know whether that was just the flow of the game, but I got to say this. You know, in terms of a passing attack, McDaniel was in his bag when it came to play calling the passing attack. I mean, he was just, bro. Oh my God!
It was
the middle of the field away from us. Watch us attack the middle of the field, and you ain't gonna be able to stop it. Because there were certain times where there's one play where they used Smythe underneath to manipulate an opening, and it was just the tightest window, and Tua just fit it in, and they used Smythe underneath. It was just smart design.
Tua and Mike McDaniel right now are conjoined at the brain, and it was literally it was like sublime orchestration of scheme. Yeah, it was chef kiss. Chef kiss, man. I loved every minute.
You can tell, like you're talking about the unison and everyone working together in poetry in motion. Same thing when you got a head coach and a quarterback, and that's what you're kind of seeing right now, man. Like they are on as same of a page as they can possibly be on. Like you look at these other young coaches with young quarterbacks, and you see the young quarterbacks suffering because they're just not on the same page with their coach, and it's the complete opposite over here. Tua is absolutely thriving, and the page that him and McDaniel are on together, it looks like it might be one for the history books, bro, if it keeps up. Let's be honest. Are you ready? Let's get into this, man.
Yes, sir.
Guys, we got 50 plays. All right, like this was not a small task. Not only do we have the 45 dropbacks of passing, but also the 5 rush attempts, which includes obviously the fumbles and stuff. So we got 50 plays in total for you guys. It's going to be buckle in, grab your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, whatever your favorite habit is, get ready and get it to the side of you right now. All right, but enjoy because we're going to take you down over 460 of you in the room. Smash that like button, subscribe if you are new. All right, you ready? Let's get into this because this is going to be a good one right here. All right. So let's start off here. Play 1, drive 1. Dolphins obviously start off with the football on the opening drive. You can see they're in I formation with 2 under center. Ingold and Mozart are behind them. It's 21 personnel with a receiver split to each side. Chargers are showing cover 2, but they're going to drop to cover 1 look post snap as Gilman is going to crash the box at the snap, the safety. Speaking of terrible exchange between Tua and Connor here, starts the drive off pretty negatively here. Bailed out by an offside penalty on Joey Bosa. Well,
yeah, I'm still confused as to why the quarterback center exchange is not perfected.
We never had this problem until this guy took over the position. So people who want to still point fingers at Tua, I don't know what you're saying because we never had this issue before him, right? And there was one of the snaps too. You saw when Tua was going to be bootlegging to his left and Connor went to his right. One of the hardest snaps.
Oh, that was
it's like one of the hardest. It's on isn't it the one on this drive?
I believe so. Yeah, that was where the fumble occurred. If I'm not mistaken.
It's like one of the hardest. It's one of the hardest snap exchanges for a center, right? Where you're going to the right, quarterback's bootlegging to the left off of it. And
true.
They muffed it together, right?
There's a specific technique for that snap and movement that Connor may just not have quite down packed yet. So that could be it.
Rhino says, "Oh my God, is that Martin? Go Fins!"
Rhino.
All right, let's get into this though. Let's get into some real stuff. So it's 1st and 5 now because it got bailed out by the Joey Bosa offside penalty. Martin, you got 2 in the gun. Mostert's gonna motion in to the right. Right there, you got 21 personnel. A lot of 21 personnel. I don't know if you noticed that, like a ton of 21 personnel today. You're seeing Chargers cover 2 press on this play. 2 is going to hit Tyreek on the out route from the slot, and he takes it up this left sideline for an easy 16-yard gain.
Can't go broke taking a profit. Easy money.
Buddy, and Tyreek was just, I want to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tyreek, he might be the best football player I've ever seen. Is he for you?
Tyreek Hill is like Lamar Jackson to me, meaning there's only a few players in the NFL that have been elite their entire lives, including street football. Like they're your best player everywhere they've gone to, and yes, Tyreek reminds you of those type of players. All these players that don't make it to the league based off of whatever scenario or situation. Yeah. Tyreek and Lamar remind me of those guys that actually got through and made it, and now you see special.
Like Marino's the best quarterback I've ever seen, but when you're talking about football player, Tyreek Hill might be the best football player I've ever seen, man. And Ray Lewis was special too, and I've seen special players, and I can identify them, but Shannon Sharp talked about it. He said, Shannon Sharp said it's the scariest receiver he's seen since he's been in the league. Shannon Sharp.
Right.
Over 515 of you in the room. Smash that like button. So 1st and 10 now, Martin, on the Miami 46. You got 2 in the gun. Mostert, he's gonna motion out of that backfield to the right side, give you that empty 2x3 look for the Dolphins we see right here that I paused us on. Chargers and showing that cover 2 shell with press. And I want everyone to watch Jalen Waddle here.
Right.
This man absolutely roasts J.C. Jackson with a quick jab step to the outside, and then he's going to explode with inside leverage and separation on this slant route. And Tua's going to hit him in stride for an easy 35-yard gain right after the catch. Watch him down here. He's at the bottom of your screen here in the slot. Watch him, okay, at the 45-yard line with J.C. Jackson over his nose right there. Watch this, man. Watch him cook him off the line. Just bam! Woo! Just cooked him. And then look at the separation.
Out of there.
Oh, my God.
Out of there.
Jalen Waddle. Holy. Bro, he cooked him. Like, he put him on rotisserie with that footwork. Those feet are quicker than a hiccup, man. Look at that stuff. Look at that. Those are, watch this. Bam, lightning. Boom, gone. Like, talk about, fire feet right there. Quick fire feet. Holy jeez, my friend.
The only thing missing in that route was Kung Fu sound effect. Hey! Damn.
Do the old Batman.
Wow.
Pow, kapang. Like, over, bro. Holy. That was a roasting. Absolutely. And then he just took off, man. Oh. He just took off. Fifth gear immediately. He's special, man.
Wow.
He's special.
Him and Tyreek, man.
Buddy, he just casually got 35 yards, and it should have been stopped for like 13, 15. And he just, safety comes up, and he just goes around him, bro. What kind of angle?
What are you saying?
And it's not like the safety took the worst angle in the world. He came down
on
him. He's so quick.
He just beat the angle. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just dumb. And he expected the angle. He foresaw the angle. It's that open field awareness that Waddle's been known for since Alabama. This is why he was the number one in terms of yards per reception last year. And at Alabama, why he blew Devontae Smith and all those guys out of the water when it came to yards per reception. His understanding of angles and open space awareness for Waddle and his anticipatory skills in open space are very special. It's elite. It's been elite since Alabama. Like,
correct.
He's one of the elite guys who knows it's one thing to be fast. It's another thing to know how to use your speed due to those things, angles, open space awareness, etc. And that's when you're truly dangerous. That's what makes Tyreek so dangerous. And that's what makes Waddle dangerous, right?
I can't wait to see how Waddle, because everybody knows there's always room to grow. And in Waddle's case, I can't wait to see how he's grown when it comes to concentration catches. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you right now, that was probably his only caveat in Achilles heel from the last season when it comes to just concentration drops. So if he figures that out, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right, after a 5-yard run from Salvin Ahmed and Izukama was just kept out of the end zone on a 12-yard gain off a sweep. The Dolphins are at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. So we should have been in on the Izukama sweep. Okay, let's get that out of here first and foremost. Listen, whatever happened here, but we should have been in the end zone on the Izukama sweep. The blocking in front of him wasn't good enough. Anyways, 1st and goal, 2 under center, I formation, 21 personnel. Again, god-awful exchange for Connor Williams and Tua. Fumble off the motion, not good stuff.
You just missed guaranteed points right there, man. Yeah. Either a field goal or a touchdown, guaranteed points.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
And that's the one, right? That's the one right there where he's moving off to his right.
Yeah, right? That's a difficult exchange.
Yeah, it is.
When it comes to, getting to your landmark quickly.
Yeah.
Like that. That's so you have to have supreme technique as far as snap and go for it to work smoothly. And even in Tua's case, hey, hang in there, stay in there, man. Make sure you got that snap because
low
you
still
have comp.
You can't see it clean here, but you can tell how low it was just with where his hands are at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was low and it was rushed. Man, this guy had the idea to hold out of OTAs and ask.
I ain't coming.
Listen, I'm intrigued. You know what intrigued me the most? When all the people, all the reporters who were there said Eichenberg looks farther along with his snapping than where Connor Williams was when they made the conversion this time last year. That's what intrigued. That's what intrigued me. Anyways, all right. So after the Chargers make it 7-0 off that Dolphins turnover, Miami gets the ball back at their own 25. Tua is in the gun. Moser to his left. 11 personnel with a 2-by-1 receiver set. Chargers are going to shift into a cover 3 look with the safety creeping up pre-snap. Tua, if you watch him here, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to pump off Berrios, and he's going to target Hill on the dagger route and get space and separation. And Tua makes the read, but he throws off the back foot instead of stepping through and driving the football. Causes it to hang, and that allows J.C. Jackson to make up ground for the pass breakup. Now, 2 things here for me, and I'll let you go off. 2 things could have changed this outcome. Either A, throwing it earlier and anticipating it earlier, or obviously through and driving the football with your front foot, not throwing off the back foot and then watching it like a Steph Curry. What are your thoughts on that one?
Literally from the God view, when you see it from the God view, the number one thing that kind of stood out was I think Tua seemed a little surprised by the snap, as far as how like he looked like he was trying to shift something else prior to the snap, and the snap kind of got to him a little suddenly, and then he was like, oh,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't even notice that. Good call.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that might have thrown off the internal timing of the entire play, which probably sped up a couple of things that he knows he needs to do in the process of that to make sure that he gets that off quickly. You know what I mean? So that could have been the issue. But regardless, we can't just heave it over there like that. You know what I mean? It's a little dangerous. But I think that snap kind of threw it off as far as an unexpected snap.
Is it G-Firm says, is it me or does Waddle struggle on every West Coast trip?
Yeah.
I didn't think he struggled this game. I just think the targets were distributed at the flow of the game. I don't think it was
that's fair. That's fair too. Yep.
Let's be honest. Tyreek's always going to be the first option while he's here, and you guys will see. Y'all thought Waddle's footwork off his release got him open a lot on J.C. Jackson. Just you wait, okay? Just you wait, all right? So, 2nd and 10 now, 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 2 receivers split to the left with Smythe in line and 2 receivers tight stack to the right. Chargers show cover 1. Tua is going to layer the throw to Craycraft on the slant over the defender. But my friend, the left side down here
Yeah.
Because if you watch it, right, Mostert, his drag is going to draw in 3 defenders, and it's going to send Smythe and Berrios screaming with the safety just shading a bit towards the opposite side on his back pedal. It's a walk-in touchdown for Berrios if you watch this bottom left side, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And
like, go on. Like, his hand's even up, right? But he was already throwing the football. He was
exactly. And I saw exactly what you saw, busted coverage. But ironically, Tua just made the right read. Yeah. You know, if the coverage was not busted, that's the timing that you have to have to get the ball exactly where it needed to be, where Craycraft was.
Eh? Damn.
Right, like, pinpoint.
This is when you start seeing it. Like, you start to see, okay, like that linebacker's hanging right underneath. Like, he's an underhang, right? Defender right there, man. And like, boop, like, no, sir. But, man, you see that busted coverage. And listen, I think he would have seen the busted coverage had he ID'd the slant taken away. If the slant was taken away, right, I think that's when he makes that look. But he knows he can make this throw. He sees this space. He sees he's got the linebacker, right, false stepping upward towards him. He knows he can make this throw into that hole, right? He knows he can make that hole shot. Now, had there been a defender, let's say a safety would have crept up because it would have been a different shell, and a safety would have crept up over top of this, blah, blah, blah. He wouldn't have made that throw, and then he would have looked at that busted coverage. But you're right. And what he read, it was there, right? And he knew he could make the throw.
Correct. And something had to have been spoken about on the Chargers and defensively in film room to have both defensive players bail on every what's the word called? They like everything that they were supposed to do on that play. For them to completely bail on their responsibility, on their assignment, that just lets you know there was a key that they read and that they saw in previous films to give them the green light to do that. Because both of them wouldn't have done it at the exact same time if they didn't see something. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And they got burnt, and they could have got burnt even further. Like, you know,
right?
They got a first degree. They could have got a third degree.
Right.
Because that was a walk-in touchdown for Berrios if he looks off that slant, but the timing was there and the throw was there, and he knew he could make that throw. So
exactly.
Right. So you're right. It's the right. He made the right read and right throw. All right. So right here we got 2nd and 3 after back-to-back Mostert runs, with the most recent picking up 7, 2 in the gun with Mostert to his left, 11 personnel with trips receivers to the right off Ingold's motion right there. Cover 2 for the Chargers. 2 is going to fake the handoff, bootleg to his left side. It's almost like a levels concept with Tyreek running an underneath, Waddles in, while Smith runs a deep out. And it looked like Tua was trying for Waddle here because look, there's the levels on that side, right?
Yeah,
it looks like he was looking for Waddle, and Waddle just didn't keep running. They have it as credited as incomplete to Smythe. And when I look at the God view, it kind of comes off to me as it looks like he was looking for Waddle to keep running out his route.
Yeah, I actually put this pretty much on the Chargers for having excellent coverage. And caveat, Tua has to recognize when a play is completely covered. And man, just toss that thing out of bounds, man. Don't worry about, trying to fit it in. In that case, on the run like that, you're out of the pocket, you don't see anything, get used to throwing that out of bounds,
Yeah. 3rd and 8 after a Connor Williams hold negates and Izakama run for a first down. 2 in the gun, Ahmed to his left, 11 personnel, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, as Hill is going to motion at the snap. Chargers are in cover 2, but they're going to drop to a cover 6-4-2 look. 2 is going to step up in the pocket while it's collapsing off the edges. And watch, this throw is impressive. I mean, he's going to take a blatant Joey Bosa grab of the face mask, extend the play, and he's going to fire a dot to Berrios for 11 yards in the first down. What an effort by Berrios on this play on the in route to fight through the contact. And when you watch him up top, separate and make the play, even though there's a flag on the play. Great stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. This was impressive, man. He wanted Tyreek Hill. Pressure was there. But he showed great poise right here, man.
Look at that.
Showed great poise. Boom. Shout out to Barrios for making an instant connection. My fault.
Bro. No, go ahead. Because, let me, I love my Barrios. I'll talk about Honey Nut Barrios all day, baby. You know what it is.
Honey Nut Barrios.
You didn't see that meme I had made for you, bro?
Honey Nut Barrios, man. That's like a really good nickname, man. I hope he embraces that, bro, because we gotta call him that from now on. Man.
Oh, bro,
Honey Nut Barrios.
He's a man, bro. That's my guy right there. You already know that, though.
I mean, but an instant connection already is impressive. You know what I mean? That goes to show what type of work they were actually doing in the off season, man. For it to be this good already, you know. So.
All right, 600 of you in the room. Let's keep it rolling right now. After Mostert makes it 7-7 and the Chargers, go 3 and out. Miami has the ball back at their own 23 right now. Now, Tua is in the gun with Mostert to his left, 21 personnel, strong left, with Hill as a wing back and Craycraft split outside to the right. Chargers show cover one-man press on this play. Hill's going to motion at the snap to the right side into a deep in route that leaves Jackson in the freaking dust, okay? Jackson, he's going to see, watch, he's going to have his hips open to the outside, expecting a wheel, it seems. And Tua drops a dime to Tyreek underneath the safety for a 29-yard gain after he makes a man miss in space. I mean, you see the respect for the speed and the threat of it is real on this. I mean, it's clear he's expecting him to come off on that wheel or on that go, and he just cops inside on that in, makes a man miss. Whew.
Let me tell you, man, just a 30-yard laser by Tua. Perfect product placement. And you know what, man? Let me go ahead and start giving our boy Austin Jackson some flowers, man. He manhandled Mac on this play, and I absolutely love it. Got him right into his lap. Mm-hmm.
Watch the right.
Got him right into his lap.
You're gonna see Khalil Mack come off, and look at this. Just walk him out. Woo!
And that's a soft play as far as what I've seen from Austin Jackson throughout the duration of this game. That's just one of many. I was just impressed, man. I was impressed. I didn't think he had it in him, but Lord, he was doing his thing.
Is he growing into that? Is he getting that anchor and growing into that grown man body now?
I think there's still some strength to be acquired, because when it comes to power rush, bull rush, he still has that kind of
the hand fighting. He stuck with him in the hand fighting and just and he vice gripped him and drove him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's by far the greatest improvement of Austin Jackson. His hand fighting has increased to a different level where it's like almost like
be violent, right? They got to be violent. You can't be soft with them, right?
Violent and precise. You know what I mean? As far as exactly where you want to strike the body. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go, baby. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2nd and 10 after a Mostert run goes nowhere. 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left, 21 personnel, 1 wide receiver split to each side. Chargers are going to show cover 2 man. Tua is going to fake the handoff and kick out to his left. He's going to find Ingold on the drag. Better block here by Izakama. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong play. I'm not, yeah, no, hold on. I'm not. My bad. I apologize. I'm 1 play ahead. All right, 2 under center now. 1st and 10, I formation, 21 personnel. Wide receiver split to each side. Chargers again, drop to the single high, cover 1-man look. After the safety moves up into the box. And if you watch here at the bottom of the screen, Tyreek Hill is going to absolutely blaze by Michael Davis right here with a jab step to the outside. And then he's going to cut inside on the dagger route that hits him for another big chunk of 28 yards right there.
Mm-hmm.
And watch, I go back to this release. Watch the footwork. He's going to catch him with that jab step and get the whoa. And he's inside, right? Like, man, again, you see a lot of similarities in Waddle and Tyreek's footwork and how they're utilizing that jab step, man, and really getting separations. Look at the separation he created off in the inside.
I know.
Like,
I know.
Ridiculous, man. And 28 yards, like, it's nothing.
And I don't know how many of y'all listened to Lil Wayne back in the days when he came out with the mixtapes, and he had one mixtape called The Suffix. And all throughout The Suffix, all you heard was secret weapon. And every time I see Tyreek Hill make big plays like this, I just think about that little, secret weapon. But hey, real quick, reason if you can get back to that Gob on the last play, what was most impressive to me about this is how pinpoint Tua's pocket presence was on here. He literally felt everything about this pocket, moved exactly where he needed to, and fired
Shifted
the
off
football.
Yeah.
Just look at it. Just look at it, man. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
that's how you do it. Yeah. Boom. That's how you do it, man. Makes it look easy, but it's not.
All right, now it's 2nd and 10 after a Moser run goes nowhere. 2 in the gun, Moser to his left, 21 personnel, 1 wide receiver split to each side. Chargers show cover to man. 2 is going to fake the handoff and kick out to his left. He's going to find Ingold on that drag. And this is where the better block here from Easy, and this is 6.
Yeah. And honestly, reason this is where more reps come in. You know what I mean? Because all he has to do is literally just throw his body like they do on punt return. Yeah. Just throw his body, just flail in his direction, and you got an easy walk-in touchdown. Ingold's running over that dude.
Angle, right? He took a bad angle. He was over.
Bad. Yeah. But even with the bad angle, if he just flailed his body at a certain position, to have Ingold run past that, it's Ingold
he outran Ingold right to the spot where he should have been. That's where
position. Yeah.
That's all positioning and timing where you're trying to keep step for step in front of them, and then you clear it out, and they can go off the edge of you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
1st and goal from the 5, 21 personnel from Miami with Ingold in line, 2 in the gun, Moser to his left, 2 wide receivers stacked to the right, and Hill is going to motion out of that stack. And Tyreek is clearly the target here. Clearly. Tua doesn't like what he sees. And, because if you watch it, I mean, the best thing that Tyreek could do here, he almost like boxes out the defender like a basketball player under the net right there, like a boxing.
Yeah.
Tua doesn't like that. Tua throws it to the dirt.
The number one thing I put on this play is smart.
Yeah.
The same way Tua kind of just knew nothing was there. He knew where his receiver was, put it right there, pointed at it. That's the exact same way I need him to know to throw the ball to the sideline when nothing's open and he's rolling out.
That's what we spoke about earlier. Yeah, when he forced that throw, he didn't force it. He knew it. And he does that later. Remember that throw? Was it in Craycraft's direction where he threw it out of bounds because everything was breaking down on him quick? That deep toss down the side.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now he didn't do that on the interception throw. We'll get to that, but that was all right. 2nd and goal now, 2 in the gun. Moser to his right, 11 personnel, 1x2 receiver set. Chargers cover 1 man. 2 is going to hit Tyreek on the speed out for 4 yards to the LA1. Originally ruled complete, but reversed after the review.
Yeah. I liked everything about this play, the timing, the precision, but like they said, just out of bounds. Just
outside, tough. 3rd and goal now, 2 in the gun, Moser to his right, 11 personnel, again with Barrios and Waddle. Stacked to the right, Hill split wide left, but he'll motion inside. Charges again, that too high shell initially, but Hill's motion draws the safety up. Everyone is assuming, I think, here that Tua is going back to Tyreek Martin when he opens up to that side on the snap, but not Derwin James Jr. He sticks to Smythe like glue on his 5-yard out to break up the pass. Dolphins forced to settle for a field goal here, 10-7 Miami after this play.
Right.
Derwin didn't bite. Everyone felt like, you felt the flow was going towards Tyreek. Derwin, nah, bro.
That's a Pro Bowler, man. He sees what he sees. And what I liked about this was a quick decision. We know where we're at. We know we need a touchdown. Real quick, ball out. And not only was it a quick decision, but the blocking on that play was outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
From Lamb to Austin Jackson, the O-line blocking was outstanding on this play, man.
You know, from what you saw from Lamb on Sunday.
I know, man. Go ahead, man.
Obviously you bench him for Teron when he's healthy, but did he make it a harder decision?
I will say this: if Teron Armstead is playing at 70%, I'm starting Kendall Lamb. If Teron Armstead is playing at 75%, I'm starting Kendall Lamb. If Teron Armstead is at 80%, I'm starting Teron Armstead.
Gotcha.
Because Armstead just knows certain things about, you know what I mean? Like it's a no-brainer if he's at 80-85%. But anything less than that, Kendall Lamb is proven we can live.
Going off what you said, if he's at 70% or 75%, Kendall Lamb's play allows you to let him get healthy over 80%.
More rest, exactly. More healing, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So after the charge makes it 14-10, Tua is in the gun at Miami 25. 21 personnel, Ahmed to Tua's left, Ingold as a wingback, 2 receivers stacked to the left. Chargers show cover 2-man look off Hill's motion, but they're going to drop to like a cover 1 robber. Tua's going to fake the handoff. He has Waddle on the post route. He gets separation after gaining inside leverage. But again, Tua's going to throw off his back foot here with his body also falling back that way. And the ball hangs in the air to be broken up by the defender. Big play missed here, but pressure forced Tua's mechanics to be rushed here. And it forced the incompletion. Now we've been hailing the protection to this point, but when you watch from the God view, Martin, it's clear pressure here is why he threw off the back foot.
Yeah, and even more so than the pressure, I kind of put this on Coach Bev, right? And the reason why I put it on Daryl Bevel is because this is a route concept where you need a little more time for it to develop. And it seems like this is more of a quick concept footwork for Tua right here. Yeah. So I'm thinking they need to revisit that play design as far as the quarterback's footwork and have him take at least that light 3-step drop to give him enough time and comfort so he can guide that ball exactly where he needed to guide it instead of that back foot type stuff because he was off balance. So I put that on Coach Bev for that.
All right, 2 in the gun on 3rd and 2 after Ahmed gained 8 running on 2nd down. Ahmed to Tua's right, and this is another example of them trusting Tua dropping back more than a running back in this 3rd and short situation. 11 personnel, 2 receivers stacked on each side. Chargers show cover 3, and they're going to drop to cover 1. Poor decision by Tua here on this play, as Smythe is going to have a skinny post here, and he's going to lead him right into triangle coverage with 2 linebackers underneath and the safety over top. Pass gets easily broken up, but it speaks to his confidence, man. Like,
right.
This guy's trying to fit this in this window. He's ridiculous, man. Even Cecil Collins couldn't fit into this kind of window. And you like that, eh? You got to look it off. Ahmed had the first down. Because if you look that off, watch Ahmed on that shoot route coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
There's good coverage everywhere else, but Ahmed's got the sticks, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, hey,
and it's difficult.
You got the confidence.
Yeah, it's difficult because of the down distance. You want to get the ball out. But like how you're saying, Tua's confidence is a little. I mean, he everybody knows Tua's not that type of dude, but the arrogance of this pass is like, come on, bro. You got 3 dudes right there. He's like, fuck it. And I tell you what, man. Durham Smythe
throw later in the game a couple times. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I know, man. He's feeling himself. But Durham Smythe is that play right there kind of epitomized how tough this guy really is, man. Because most dudes just be on the ground, kind of rolling around like my nail. Nah, I'm playing. But that my frosted. Nah, but Durham Smythe is way tougher than I assume, bro.
I love it.
Jeez.
Bro. I love it.
Big hit. Pop right back up.
So that's a 3-and-out. Miami had to punt. So now after Miami defense forces a 3-and-out of their own, it's 1st and 10 on the Miami 20. 2 in the gun. Moser to his left, 21 personnel. Ingold tight split right. Waddle out to the left. Chargers in a single high cloud 1-3 shell. But watch Derwin James off to his left side here, in between the corner and the edge rusher, Bosa. If you watch him there, he's creeping up. All indicators are that he's blitzing. Craycraft's going to motion at the snap. He's going to run or wheel, but Derwin's going to come flying off that left edge while Smythe comes on the backside and forces for a quick dump off by Tua. Great recognition and great counter to the blitzer. 18-yard gain, Martin.
Yeah, everything about this play was just it was well orchestrated. It was well put together. You know, you expect something like that to happen. Boom, dump off, easy money.
And Smythe, Gesicki who, baby? That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry, man.
I hear you. I'm with
what
you,
we
man.
want to do in this offense, you know, Gesicki was a
He's perfect.
Right?
He's perfect. Excellent blocker. Excellent escape route when it comes to dump off. So
yeah. 2nd and 9 now after a 1-yard Moser run. 2 in the gun. 2 receiver split wide left. 2 tight right. Empty backfield. 11 personnel. Chargers in cover 2 and they're going to drop into a cover 1 look. Robber here. Tua clearly wants the wheel route from Hill. You're going to see here, but he's going to look it off and is flushed out out left due to Bosa driving on that edge. Smythe runs that deep curl and boom, right on the money, right into the hole.
Exactly.
Well beyond the markers for a nice play, 16 yards and a huge conversion here. And you know, we're seeing Tua extend plays. We're seeing Tua use his feet. Off platform throw again on the money, baby. And you remember year 1 when his hip was in bad shape and he could make those off platform and have that drive on the football and those off platform throws. Shout out to Nick Hicks and how far Tua's come body, man. It's crazy.
And I'll go into a brief tangent here, Tua, reason, because what's happening with Tua, man.
Look at that.
You just mentioned the hip. that was nasty, dog. What's happening with Tua is he's almost like he's forming into like a Super Saiyan right before our eyes. This dude's hip is getting stronger. He's getting bigger. He's getting stronger. He's getting smarter. He's getting more confident. It's like, damn, everything about you got the arm sleeve, new helmet, like everything about Tua is literally transforming, including his play. And I don't know, man. You talk about elevation, man. This dude is damn near levitating right now, man. As far as how much he's been ascending, you know. But man, the transformation has been evident, and we're loving every minute of this, man.
After an Isaiah Wynn false start, it's 1st and 15 for Miami at midfield. 2 in the gun. Moser to his left. 11 personnel. 1x2 receiver set. Cover 6-2-4 for the Chargers here. 2 is going to target Waddle off the boundary on the 5-yard dig. Waddle's going to gain 8 off this dig here too. Boom.
Right read, perfect decision. Right read, perfect decision. You see a blitzer coming, you throw where he's coming from.
Hot.
That's
baby.
it.
Hot.
Boom.
Yep.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Love it.
All
right. Keep on going here. Now, 2nd and 7. 2 in the gun. Moser to his left. 11 personnel. 1x2 receiver set. Cover 2 man for the Chargers. But the motion's going to bring Derwin James up and drop Gilman deep on his side into a cover 1 robber look. Tua's going to target Smythe off the motion on the flat route when maybe Hill on the quick drag would have been the better call. As you know, watch, because you look at the defenders he drew there, right? Like Smythe drew all the defenders, and you watch Hill coming back across, right? If you watch it here, Smythe's going to draw the defenders off the motion right there. And you would have had it, but hey, yeah, it is what it is. We're nitpicking.
Yeah, this was a tough throw altogether, but the number one thing that kind of stood out to me was how quickly Tua had to kind of get the ball out because of just small things with Austin Jackson right here. Like he's still kind of struggling with power.
Yeah.
But you can still see he's getting better because usually when he gets pushed like that in the past, he's tripping over himself, fumbling, stumbling. So he's still struggling with power, but he's
at least
catching
kept
up
him in front
with
of
the
him.
footwork. Exactly.
And he kept his man in front of him. Yeah.
The feet, the hands, the posture is like, he's getting better, y'all. He's getting better.
Yeah, I agree. All right. 3rd and 7 now. 2 in the gun, 1x2 receiver set. Moser to the right, 11 personnel. Hill's going to motion to the left side. Chargers in cover 2. Tua's throwing a laser here, but I got to ask you, was he targeting Tyreek or Berrios on this corner?
I think it was Berrios, but I think there was indecision because Tyreek was in the vicinity.
I agree. I agree. I agree with you. Like, especially when I watched
from the God view.
The God view, yeah, that's the thing you say. Because when we watched it live, we're like, oh, we thought he was targeting Hill, right? But then when you watch the God view and you see the angle and trajectory of the ball, it was clearly Berrios,
for the corner. But there was indecision, because right obviously it's Tyreek right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Right there.
Right there.
That trajectory, it's to Berrios.
Yeah. But all in all, we see where we're at. Hey, man, you got Smythe right there one-on-one with Kenneth Murray. He's not that great of a cover linebacker. Man, check that down. It's a little cloudy over there. Hey, boom, right in front of you. Check that down. High to low. Ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what this means. It's 4th and 7, and McDaniel's going for it. 2 in the gun. Moser to his right. 2x1 receiver set. Off Hill's motion. 11 personnel for Miami. Chargers in cover 2, man, once more. Berrios and Tyreek are going to take the DBs with them, while the linebacker's going to stay true to his drop, while Smythe chips and flares out underneath, which Tua is going to ID and hit for the 10-yard gain. Bro, this is where one of those where they manipulated the man open. Great play call and execution here. Smythe shows why Gesicki was irrelevant in this offense. I mean, watch this, again, look at how true the linebacker stays. You get the here from Smythe with the speed taking the top off and vacating that side. Great play design and a great call on 4th and 7 to get him to the sticks. That's good stuff there, man. That's making it easy on your personnel with a good play call and design, Martin. That's all I
agree. And Tua, playing to his strengths, froze the linebacker and then just fired it to the sideline right there for Durham Smythe. Like it all worked out. Yeah.
Little manipulation for the nation. 2nd and 10 now. Tua in the gun. Ahmed to his left. One receiver split out left. Trips. Oh, hold on a second. We're on another one here. 1st and 10 now. 2 in the gun. Ahmed to his right. 11 personnel. 1x2 receiver set. Chargers are going to show cover 6, 4-2. They're going to blitz the nickel off Bosa's hip off the right edge. Tua is going to throw it away when he should have ID'd Ahmed as the hot on the shoot, because it was there all day, and the linebacker and safety helped account for Craycraft. Either way, better decision to throw it away than to force it here is what I got.
Agreed. And you basically explained this entire play perfectly. You got the same way you caught Waddle on a hot with the in route is the same way you have to treat this hot as well. You know where Ahmed's going to be. He's going to cover that side. Hey, dump it off to him.
Yeah,
exactly. Dump it off to him. But considering he didn't quite catch it in time, I'm good with this throw.
Yeah,
I'm good with this throw.
This is the one
right
we were
here.
talking about earlier, where he got rid
Berrios.
of it.
Yeah, that was Berrios.
Instead of forcing it, right? Yeah, it was Berrios, not Craycraft. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and this is another sign of maturity as far as Tua getting smarter, Tua understanding. You know what I mean? Down, distance, what you have, what you read late. Hey, get the ball out of your hand. Hot potato.
Agreed.
2nd
and 10 now. 2 in the gun. Ahmed to his left. One receiver split out left. Trips bunch to the right. 11 personnel. Chargers are in cover 2, but they're going to drop to more of a cover 1 robber after you're going to see Ahmed motion out to empty the backfield here. Bro, crazy anticipation here by Tua on this throw. Tyreek out of that bunch is going to run a deep cross, and Tua is going to drop it perfectly in the window over the linebacker, while Tyreek is so quick after the catch, sidesteps a potential big hit too, Brother, unreal stuff for the 19-yard gain. I mean, just the anticipation here we're about to see from Tua on the throw, Martin. Like, right, boom. Oh, come on.
It's different, man. It's different.
Hold on, let's lock up where I want to lock up. Okay, so this is where he's throwing. Look at where Tyreek is. You don't know, like, and he sees that. Oh my Lord!
That's elite anticipation,
brother.
Elite.
The balls.
Yeah.
With that underhanging defender there and everything, and you're just like,
yes.
Whoop.
And I tell you what, man, from the God view, perfect protection for Tua to throw a 25-yard rope right here. Perfect protection.
That was a good win by.
That's an offense right there, man. That's how the offense is supposed to work.
They're allowing the protections, allowing him to do these things, man.
Yes.
Right? They're
100%.
allowing his superpowers to shine even further.
100%.
First and 10 now. 2 in the gun. Moser to his right. 21 personnel. 1-by-2 receiver set. Ingold split out wide left. Quarters here for the Chargers. 2 is going to hit Tyreek on the screen. Short 4-yard gain right here.
Too fast. This man goes from 0 to 60 like
I know
nobody's business, man. I don't get it. Playing street ball. Dang.
Joke, huh?
For real.
All right. So now, all right, here we go. 2nd and 6 now. 2 in the gun, trips left. 1 receiver to the right, 11 personnel with Mostert in the backfield, but split out wide right. Hill motions, and Tua is going to thread this over the middle on the drag route and bring Miami down to the 1 right here. Just a boom. Look at that. Even that hole, man. Like, look at this. When you really respect it when you see the God view, man. Like, the holes he's fitting it in right here. Like, watch this. It's just boom. Like, perfectly, like, in his hip, not out of ahead of him, because if you put it ahead of him, the linebacker's right there.
100% correct.
Look at this. Like, look at this. You can't put it out ahead of him. Like, man, it's just incredible to watch this kid operate. I swear to God.
Windows. Somebody get the Windex. Hey, but if you go back to the field view, right?
Yeah.
I put in my notes. Mike McDaniel might have to revisit this for Braxton Berrios on this play. Because if you look at the top of the screen, right? Mm-hmm. Look at the top of the screen and look at the route that's run. Oh, no, this is two plays after, two plays before. Mm-hmm.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
Right here. Look at the top of the screen, everyone. And look at Braxton Berrios' route. And remember, this is red zone. This is goal line, right? Braxton Berrios runs a hezzy out and up.
Woo!
Now, I'll tell you what. If we get in this scenario again, same protection, Darrell Bevel, Mike McDaniel, sit Tua down, make this one of your back pocket plays. You know what I mean? We got to score.
Oh,
this is the one. This is the one right here. They got to revisit, man.
And he cooked them too, eh?
Mm-hmm. They got to revisit this for sure.
Wow, that was me likey.
Mm-hmm.
Me likey what I saw.
For a guy to have a touchdown. For a guy to have a touchdown.
Dog route, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dog route right there.
Again, a hezzy, up, and then it's wide open.
It's a dog
with
route.
The same coverage.
Right there, boom, yeah.
Woof.
Wow.
Hey, you already know what Tua's gonna do with that. 10 points.
Whew. Cooking, baby.
Man. Secret weapon.
All right. Yeah, that dog route, he ran that perfectly. He was gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go here. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line now. I formation, 2 under center, 1 wide receiver to each side, 21 personnel. This is a great play call, design, sell, and execution here. You're going to get a good chop block by Mostert on Bosa. That's going to give Tua just enough time to set his feet after opening his body up to that right side of the snap. But guys, I want you to watch this. When he opens up his body to the right side of the field off the snap, why that matters is Waddle's drag and Ingles shoot routes. They go to that side and they sell the defense that way. And that's going to leave Craycraft wide open on the dig going to the left side. And even Smythe coming free underneath, dragging to that side as well. Watch his body. This is manipulation with your body, okay? Look at how the body's open to that side. Open to that side, even keeps it open right there with the hips. And you got everyone dragging to that. Look, it looks like everyone's going to that side. Boom, we come back around and we flip them.
Great footwork. Great footwork.
And the chip. People, I cannot underestimate the chip right here and undervalue it. That little chip of Bosa right there gives them just enough time to get that throw off. And it's money all day. Looked like money to me, Martin.
Great eyes, Reason. Great eyes for picking up both scenarios right there, man. And I will say this about this play too. Even if Davis, number 43, reads this perfectly and runs with River Craycraft step for step, the design has somebody running wide open underneath.
Yeah, underneath.
It didn't matter. It was a touchdown regardless. You know what I mean?
Well, even
so this is just perfect play call.
That Tyreek bomb later. Did you see how open Smythe was?
I did not.
Wait,
you got to show me that.
Yeah. But perfect play. Look at design, execution, the sell with the body into the right side. Beautiful thing right there, right now, guys. If you haven't noticed, this is a highly efficient, high-powered offense, and efficiency is the key. What I've been telling y'all for years: keep your Herbert big arms, keep your Josh Allen big arms. Give me elite accuracy, elite efficiency, and a high football IQ. And we're seeing it on display with Tua right now. It's unbelievable. Dog, listen. People thought we were joking or overshooting when we said those three qualities are what built the Brady dynasty in New England. Tua is showing you that the pocket quarterback is not dead as much as they tried to sell you the narrative.
Big facts.
Right?
Big facts.
It's the same thing Brady did, man. He's just people laughed when he said he could be Brady-esque, man. And you're seeing even Brady couldn't make off-platform throws like Tua made in this game.
Say that. And people are gonna kind of subtly attack you for mentioning Brady and Tua in the same sentence right now. But if you all listen carefully, what Reason is saying is what it is. You know what I mean? And to be fair, Reason, we all said what you basically just said. If Tua shows a Breeze, if he adopts the play style of Breeze,
and Breeze couldn't move like this, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm just saying
like how Rodgers was to Marino. Remember how Rodgers was the more athletic, able to extend plays, make off-platform version of Marino. That's what Tua is of Breeze or Brady or whatever you want to compare him to. Or Kurt Warner. Sure. I know a lot of people want to compare him to Kurt Warner, right?
That's a hell of a comparison too. Wow, that is a good comparison. Kurt Warner.
I see a lot of Kurt Warner, prime Kurt Warner in him. But he's able to extend plays and make throws. With godly anticipation, right? Yeah. He reminds me. He's got traits of the three. That's why we're naming them. He's got certain traits we've seen in Brady, Breeze, and Warner, right? You can
great
see
points.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Tua and the Dolphins get the ball back after the Chargers make it 17-17 with 9 seconds left. 1st and 10 from Miami's 25. Tua in the gun, split back look with Ingold to his left, Moser to his right. 21 personnel with a wide receiver split out to each side. Cover 2 man for the Chargers right here. And Tua's going to fake the handoff, and on his back foot, going to drop a dime to Waddle, who comes across the whole middle of the field on his dig route after gaining inside on his release. Another clean release.
Wow.
Bounce with 2 seconds left at the 47. I mean, again, let's highlight the release here. Watch Waddle at the top of your screen. Again, look at the release, man. Look at how quickly he gets inside. Boom, he's inside and he's gone. Like, look at that.
What kind of separation is this?
Bro.
What witchcraft? What witchcraft?
Well, look, if he didn't have to get out of bounds so quick, and great awareness by him, he could have turned that upfield potentially.
And I gotta say it, Reason. What an effort by Austin Jackson on this play, man. What an effort by Austin. Look, y'all. As much as we've been beating up Austin Jackson for the last 2 years, it was warranted.
Hey, yeah,
but my God, the effort, the effort is oozing on this film, bro. That's all we've been waiting for. Yes.
The anchor, the strength, and the effort. That's what we've been waiting for.
My God, look at that. That gave Tua the time to make that throw. Boom. Austin Jackson.
Martin, I hope Austin Jackson's confidence. I hope this does something for his confidence, and he continues to build off this, man.
Yeah,
and I hope it's not one of those things where he's just having he has his best season because he's got to get his bag. You know, like
we'll see how it turns out, man. But he looks good right now for sure.
Thank you for what it is. Final play of the first half, 1st and 10 from the Miami 47. Chargers in a deep prevent here. Tua's in the gun, split back look again with Ingle to his left, Moser to his right. 21 personnel with a wide receiver split out to each side. This time, Tua's going to target Izakam on the deep crosser coming from the right side, and he's going to get blatantly interfered with by J.C. Jackson for the obvious flag. This is going to bring Miami to the 23 and allow them to kick a 41-yard field goal at the end of the half, and they're going to take the 20-17 lead heading into halftime. What a bonehead play. What a bonehead play.
The reason why this is so funny is not necessarily the PI, but the referees, bro. They threw those flags so damn hard. They was like, oh, hell no. That's interference, man. Yeah. What kind of... Bro, that was so funny to me, man, to see how those refs threw those flags, man. But, yeah, that was a big play. Play of the game, if you ask me. Shout out to Easy E.
All right, after the Chargers get the ball to start the third quarter and make it 24-20, it's 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard Mostert run on first down for Miami on their own 28. Tua's going to be under center here. I formation for Miami and 21 personnel with a wide receiver split out on each side. The Charger safety will look like he's biting up into the box, but drop into cover 2 man post snap. Tua is going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to, not after not liking what he sees downfield, he's going to be flushed out, and he's going to gain the first down with a 7-yard run here. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch the top of the screen because Tyreek Hill is about to put the coverage on rotisserie once more. Watch this man absolutely cook the coverage here. Look at again with the footwork. Look at again. Tua going to step up, gains the first down. Yeah, I mean, he was in his, like we said, McDaniel was in his bag. Tyreek was in his bag too, man. Damn.
Tyreek Hill, like, obviously we talk about clocks and 40 times. He might run like a 4.3, 4.2. But on the field it looks like he's running a 4 flat sometimes, bro. Like the way he just accelerates through, man. Damn. Yeah. Good decision by Tua, though.
Yeah,
good decision. Nothing's open. Take off. Wide
run. And he didn't slide head first, Martin. How happy were you? I know I was.
He is maturing in every aspect of the position, bro. Damn.
2nd and 13 after Mostert run loses 3 yards. 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left. 1x2 receiver set. 11 personnel for Miami. Chargers are going to show cover 2 man. They're going to drop to a Tampa 2 here. 2 is going to ID the corner, blitzing on Smythe's underneath a route. And this is going to release. Oh, sorry. 2 is going to ID the corner, biting on Smythe's underneath route. And this is going to release Tyreek on his dig. 2 is going to drop it right in there after Hill gets out of his break, where the linebacker, as outstretched as he is, cannot make the play on his buck drop. Like, ew. And Hill does the rest, making a man miss and getting up that left side, 30-yard gain to the Chargers, 38 here, man. Like, you watch the biting on Smythe's route coming off that motion. Boom. Look, you see the head, and it's open. And it's there. And, he thought he had help, but Tua's anticipation beat that help and the buck drop of the linebacker, bro.
That's what we call in Florida with Tyreek Hill, wild ass open. He was wide open. And then Tua threaded an absolute needle. Like you said, Eric Kendricks put his fingertips on it, couldn't even reach it. went right through it. And I'll tell you what, offensive line keeps showing up, man. Robert Hunt, bodyguard. Robert Hunt, bodyguard, bro. And you're gonna see on the guide view, Robert Hunt is out there cleaning. He's cleaning too, man. He sees what he sees. He's going for it. We got bullies now, man. I'm glad to see it. We got bullies.
I gotta be mean, right there.
Get out the club. Get out the club.
Love it.
Hey,
love it.
What a play.
Extend that, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard Mostert run. Empty backfield for Miami with 2 in the gun. 3 receivers with 2 stacked in the slot to the left and 2 split out wide right. Chargers show cover 6, 4-2. Asante Samuel stays flat-footed and just gives Waddle the inside off his release. Going to make him wide open on the slant, which Tua is going to hit for that 13-yard gain. Watch it out of the slot to that right there. Just flat-footed. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Like a Madden glitch or something, bro.
Yeah, really. The controller turned off.
But again, I gotta say it again. Austin Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at Tua's blind side.
Woo!
Austin Jackson's hand placements, his hand fighting has improved so much. It's scary. It's scary. He's not supposed to know how to, manhandle.
His PFF grade was like 52.
I mean, that's just that's probably because of like I said, he still has issues with power, and when you get power through into the quarterback's lap, that PFF might consider that a pressure, right? So maybe that could be the case, but all in all, man, Austin Jackson's tape is impressive to me, man. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't think it's a 52, bro. That's ridiculous.
Nah. At the lowest, you can give him like a 62. 63.
Yeah. 2nd and 12 after a first down run by Ahmed, lost 2 yards from the LA 26 here. 2 in the gun. Ahmed to his left, 11 personnel. Barrios going to motion to the left, then back to the right for a 1-by-3 look. Chargers show cover 2, but they're going to rotate to cover 1. 2 is going to target Craycraft on the dig, but it's dropped, as you'll see on the God view. Should have had it. Good throw, right decision by 2, as everything else was pretty well covered here.
Mm-hmm.
You watch the God view here.
That was a throw.
Now, he might have got crunched up a little bit at the end of it, Martin, but he should have made this catch. I mean, Tua actually dropped this. Right.
Yeah, that's. I mean, breadbasket and just a perfect read.
Down. Yeah, he lost.
Exactly.
Down, right? Yeah.
It was a perfect read. Tua's read was the safety. Tua's read was Derwin James on that play. And as soon as Derwin made up his mind to go to that outside receiver, Tua did not hesitate. Perfect throw in the breadbasket for River Craycraft. They caught him by surprise, and he couldn't hang on clean. So, incomplete, man.
3rd and 12 now. 2 in the gun with Ahmed to his left. 11 personnel with a 1-by-3 receiver look. Chargers in cover 2 man, but they'll drop into cover 1. Tua, he's going to target Barrios here, who gets inside leverage, but Tua drops it back shoulder towards the pylon instead of inside towards the goalpost. And it's a pretty easy interception for J.C. Jackson here, mainly off of body position, Martin. And clearly it was a miscommunication between Tua and Barrios. Mm-hmm. And if you watch Tyreek at the bottom here, he cooks off his slant off that release. So you've got Tyreek down here off the slant. And I just didn't like I don't like the decision, but I also don't like the placement. There's clearly a miscommunication, right? But he got inside leverage anyways. Why are you throwing outside, right? Like, why are you throwing outside shoulder? I don't like that. And then I'm shocked he didn't look it off to Tyreek, because Tyreek was, look at him, he was just streaking, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, just overall by the Chargers, I thought it was well covered, as far as every route that was available. Yeah. But if you're going to make this type of throw, matchups matter. I think he makes that throw, and it's a better throw if it was like Eric Ezukama that we know from training camp is infamous for coming down with those 50-50 balls like that, right, Paul? Yeah. So that's the player I probably would have wanted to have that type of throw if you're going to make that throw. If you're Tua, if that's Eric Ezukama, go ahead, let it rip. But for Braxton Berrios, nah, not so much, man. He's a precision guy, timing guy, not necessarily a manhandle body guy,
I
So
agree. Yep. All right. After the Dolphins defense forces a punt, Miami gets the ball back at the Chargers 35, still down 24-20. Two in the gun, Moser to his right, two wide receivers stacked to left, one out to the right, 11 personnel for Miami. Chargers in the cover two, man. Tua is going to use his body, hips, heads, and eyes to manipulate Derwin James here. The safety at the bottom of your screen, just in front of the 20 at the 22. He's going to manipulate him further off his spot as he's already going to creep up off Smythe's motion because you're going to see the linebacker shift here, and he's going to creep up either. It's literally either to take away something over the middle of the field from Hill or help and run support, it looks like. And what happens is Tyreek is going to absolutely destroy J.C. Jackson, who's in down here with off his reliefs, lightning quick feet. You're going to see that quick jab step inside. He's going to explode outside, creating that good separation with Jackson trailing. And Tua's going to drop a dime on Tyreek's go route, and the Dolphins are going to take a 27-24 lead. And look at Smythe off the motion up here at the 35, bro, at the top of the screen.
Wow. Yeah, wild ass open. Yeah.
Wide open.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't go wrong with that one right there. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I'll say this too, man. The eyes, and Dan Orlovsky talks about this all the time. Tua has the best eyes in the NFL, man. I mean, you talk about, stone cold Medusa on these DBs sometimes. He literally did everything you explained. Feet, hips, eyes. Okay, got him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You really notice it. You really notice it here, right? With the, the feet, the heads, the eyes,
the
manipulation. Look at it, head, feet. Oh,
I mean, that was it. Beautiful.
Oh, baby. All right, and shout out to McDaniel. Even Smythe was wide open. Like, this guy's just creating space out here, man. So after the Chargers score on a 10-play drive, it's now 31-27 LA. Dolphins start their drive on 1st and 10 from the 25, empty backfield. 2x3 set for two in the gun. Chargers show cover 6-4-2, but they're going to shift into more of a cover 2 robber look post snap. And it's just simple here. Tua's throw is going to get batted down at the line. Right there.
Yeah, I'll just say throw this play out.
Yeah.
I did not like this play at all. But again, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Jackson. I mean, look. Let me tell y'all something, right? The technique that Austin Jackson used against Joey Bosa right there is next level technique when it comes to how much he's been bull rushing. Yeah. So he literally used his bull rush against him and did that subtle hand smack and gained full control of Bosa on that. Hey man, Austin Jackson's good, man. He's getting better.
Franklin Higgs donates $5. Said, "Hey, Reason, did Austin Jackson really keep Bosa in check? He sure
absolutely
did. And Khalil Mack when he was matched up too. So did Kendall Lamb. Don't sell Kendall Lamb short here either.
What a play, right? Look at Austin.
Both of them. Look at and Kendall, man. Kendall held
and Kendall. Yeah,
he held Khalil, no problem there, man. Love it. Bookend tackles. What kind of life are we living right now? Is this reality? 2nd and 10 now, 2 in the gun, 21 personnel with Ingold out to the right, Ahmed in the backfield to his right, who's going to motion out to the left, and 2 wide receivers stacked to the left. Cover 2 for the Chargers. Snap's going to be low from Connor Williams here, and Tua can't handle it for a fumble and a 5-yard loss.
Don't
like seeing
that. He was fortunate to recover that, man.
Yeah.
And even though that snap wasn't ideal, we still gotta get a grip of that. It's right there. You know what I mean? So fortunate to have recovered that, man, because Lord knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's get into some big boy stuff now. 3rd and 15 now, 2 in the gun, split back look with Ahmed to his left and Smythe to his right in the backfield. 2 wide receivers stacked out to the right, 1 split out wide left, 11 personnel, cover 2 for the Chargers. What a play by Tua here, Martin. The pocket's going to collapse. He's going to use his legs to bail out to his open side on the left. And he's going to make a beauty off platform throw to Braxton Berrios, who's also going to draw a defensive holding call and it's going to be for the completion on Berrios' in route as he comes across the field, and a great catch by Braxton here.
Wow.
Look at the Chargers fan putting their hands on their head there, bro. I love it.
No way.
Did you see that?
Great. I saw that. A great block by Salvin Ahmed right there, cut him down. And even though the pocket got muddy, everybody blocking didn't give up. They rallied to make the extra block. They rallied, which allowed Tua to dip out of there and make a spectacular throw on the sideline. And again, reason.
Bro, do people realize how hard of a throw this is? Sorry, Martin.
No, there you go.
I want to freeze frame it where he throws it from and to. Okay? So right now he's at the 9, steps out. This guy throws it from the 9 to the freaking 36. On the move to his side. Like, that is a hard 27 yards. That is a hard throw, and it's a little longer because if we were to go by angles here, right?
But 100% true, almost a 30-yard throw. Yeah.
Like that is a tough throw
on the move.
And look at where he puts it, like only in a spot where Bears is make the play right along the sideline. Like this is a big boy throw out the numbers. I don't want to hear New Larm. New Larms can't do this, man.
What a toss! Yeah, what a toss! What a toss, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm here for
it. And reason that was one of the throws that I was always concerned that Tua didn't make in the past.
He's making them on the run, bro. He's making them
now he's doing it with ease. I'm like, oh my goodness, another level unlocked.
All right,
man.
1st and 10 now. 21 personnel from Miami with Ingold motion to the left side with the receiver already to that side. 1 out to the right, 2 in the gun. With Ahmed to his left, Chargers in a cloud 1-3 look here. And Tua is going to hit Ingold almost immediately off the snap, up the left sideline on the wheel route for a quick 19-yard gain, right to the midfield of LA, past the midfield to the 45. Again, great call, design, and execution. Tua's feeling it, man. Look at how quickly he processed this. He's processing this pre-snap. When you see how quick his decision is, you know how quickly he processed that, man. And he processed it quick. That throw, to get that extra yardage, it had to be that quick, or else the defenders would have gone on that side. And
he's dealing.
Oh, man. Tua's just feeling it, bro. He's vibing.
He's feeling it and dealing it. And shout out to Alec Ingold, man, the glue. That's my nickname for Alec Ingold, the glue. Because this guy just shows up, man. Period. When his number is called, he's ready. I love this dude.
I love it, man.
First down.
All right. Now, keeping it going here for a sec. Honey Nut Berrios, baby. All right, here comes another Honey Nut Berrios highlight. 1st and 10 from LA's 45. 2 in the gun. Ahmed to his left. First, it's a 1x3 wide receiver set with trips right. Chargers show cover 6-2-4. And Berrios looks like he's going to come back on a whip route. And Tua absolutely threads the needle between the two defenders while also putting it on a spot where only Berrios can make the play. And I want you to see this because I want you to watch Tua and Tyreek because he's going to use Tyreek's route to manipulate the window open. Because when you watch in the God view, he pumps towards it and came back and made the tight window throw. This is unreal anticipation and placement on the throw. Great job at Berrios to get both arms underneath the ball and dig it up. The Chargers are going to challenge it, and it's going to be upheld as a catch. But I want you to watch this. Like, look at the window on the whip. Like, just starts the whip and the ball's there, bro. Like, and I want you to watch Tyreek underneath and how he uses Tyreek to manipulate that window. You can see it, right? That window's right there because of that breakout. He knows he's got him false stepping to the left like a step and a half off the whip, and boom, it's too late. He can't come back. Like, there are layers to this throw that are very impressive when you look at the nuances of it. Martin.
Right. Windows, man. Get your Windex. There ain't nothing about this throw that is easy. There is nothing about this throw that is easy. And Tua makes it look easy, but to fit it through a window, manipulate the window tight, and for Braxton Berrios to scoop it off the ground, like I said, the connection is getting, like the instant connection is what's really, making me smile, man. Because my goodness, man, it looks good already. And shout out to our offensive line, man. Austin Jackson, he's doing his thing, man. Look at that. Stay out the club. And Robert Hunt, same thing. Gave him that window to make that window throw. I mean, the offense is clicking, man.
It's clicking, and it's working at a high clip right now too.
Yes.
All right. 1st and 10 now, 2 in the gun, 21 personnel with Mozart split out wide right, 2 receivers, including Ingold, stacked out to the left. Tyreek is going to motion out from inside of them, and 1 receiver's to the right. Chargers in cover 2 man. It's going to be screened to Tyreek. That's going to go nowhere and lose 5 yards. 5 yards is
hey, man. Hey, Tyreek literally bounced like a Super Mario, but like, boing. Just to avoid a hit, bro.
Yeah, whoop. Yeah.
Man, and that's Khalil Mack, who's a all-pro, man. You know what I mean? So, jeez.
All right, 2nd and 15, 2 in the gun with Moser to his left, 11 personnel, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 out to the left, and Smythe in the slot. Chargers are going to show cover 2 man, surprise. 2 is going to hit Tyreek on the out route, and it's a rare drop for Hill, who probably would have got to the sticks thanks to Waddle. Watch the Waddle space. Waddle clears out with his route. Like, tough one there, but rare, right?
Mm-hmm. Rare drop. And again, this adds to the layer of how much points we kind of left off the board. Yeah. Fumbling the red zone on the first drive, pick inside the red zone with J.C. Jackson, a drop by Tyreek Hill right here that could have easily turned into a first down, but could have easily probably turned into a touchdown. Like, people weren't kidding when they said we probably could have scored 50-plus points in this game, so.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. There was at least 10 points we left on the field, right?
Correct. Yes, at least.
So, I don't know, though, bro. I mean, it still worked out, but you're right. I mean, hell, I would have taken those 10 points just so my, heart wouldn't have been in my throat all day.
Right. Make it emphatic. like Ian, emphatically make it a win.
I disagree. Yeah. All right. Continuing on here. So it's 3rd and 15 now. 2 in the gun. Empty backfield. 2-by-3 set for Miami. Chargers show cover 6-2-4. They're going to slyly rotate into cover 1. 2 is going to hit Mostert on the slant for 8 yards, but that's not enough for a first down. They needed 15, so the Dolphins are going to settle for a field goal. And shout out to Mostert for like a can and holding on to that football. Usually running backs don't hold on to the ball like that, but the Dolphins settle for a field goal, and it's going to make it 31-30 Chargers.
Outstanding concentration by Raheem Mostert that got us in closer field goal range. That made it that much more easier for Jason Sanders to convert, man. Small things that add up.
Add up in a big way, no?
Yes.
So, all right, continuing on here. So it's 34-30 after a Chargers field goal. It's 1st and 10 from the Miami 25. 2 is in the gun. Ahmed to his left. 2 wide receivers to the right. One to the left with Smythe in the slot, 11 personnel. It's going to be a safety blitz with Derwin James firing off that left edge out. The defense is going to rotate into cover 3. 2 is going to try to hit Ahmed coming out of the backfield, but again, he's batted down at the line here. Good play defensively.
It was a good call defensively, and Tua actually made the right read per the blitz. Just a good play by the defense to get the hand up.
Bro, how good is Derwin James, eh?
He's an all-pro. He's an all-pro. He's a Pro Bowler. arguably a top 5 safety in this league. Yeah, he's awesome. I wish you would have drafted him in 2018. To be honest.
No, I'm just like, what's good, bro, is like, it's a guy who you remember for a while there he couldn't stay healthy, right? And
right.
How good he was before, because we got some healthy seasons before he couldn't stay healthy, right? So I'm just glad to see him stay healthy, bro. I mean, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I love watching good players play, including Aaron Rodgers, but Jesus, oh.
Yeah, I know. Do you think it's the end of him or what? At that age?
It depends on how the season goes, to be honest. It totally depends on how the season goes.
What do you mean? You think if they do good?
I think knowing Aaron Rodgers, knowing that he's not going to play this year, if he recommits himself to a different mindset, like mentorship, and he elevates Zach Wilson into where he's playing at his best, I think it could potentially be a revelation for Aaron Rodgers that he could transition from player to player, coach to coach. You understand? And if everybody knows Aaron Rodgers is relatively unpredictable, if he makes up his mind that he can coach and he can get through even the guy that everybody has written off in Zach Wilson and turn him into a solid starting caliber quarterback, I can easily see him moving around the NFL for a coaching job as a quarterback coach, and everybody's going to want to go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, still over 600 of you in the room. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. 2nd and 10, 2 in the gun. Ahmed to his right. 2 receivers split out to the right and 2 stacked to the left and 11 personnel. Chargers show cover 6, 2-4. 2 is going to hit Ahmed as he flares out into the flats. Before he can even make a football move, he's blown up and the play is incomplete. But originally, it was labeled a fumble return for a touchdown. Thank God it was overturned. I mean, it was
right.
obvious when it happened. But it was obvious when it happened. He wasn't able to make a football move, right? So
correct. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into some big boy plays here because we're on the final drive, really, that matters. So 3rd and 10 here now. 2 in the gun, Moser to his right, 2 receivers stacked to his right, 1 to his left with Smythe in the slot, 11 personnel. Chargers show cover 6, 2-4, but they'll drop into a Tampa 2 look. And watch Tyreek at the top of your screen. He's going to cook with his footwork off the release. He's going to get outside on the go route. And 2 is going to make one of the best throws of his career as he's going to move up in the pocket and launch off platform and on the money. Look at this. Boom and whoop. Oh, my God, bro. That was a Mahomes-esque throw, my friend.
I would say that too.
That was a Mahomes-esque throw. Wow, Martin.
This was literally the quintessential that was a bomb, bro. That was a bomb, bro. And
that was almost like, what was that, like 45 yards, basically?
It was. I think they did a track of the football, travel 50 yards.
Wow.
Officially, 50 yards in the air.
Wow.
And it was off platform, both feet damn near off the ground, heave, rainbow.
On the money.
Like I said, on the money. Like I said, man, just it was ridiculous, man. And seeing this play live, I mean, we were hyped when Tua did that 3rd and 22 last year against the Buffalo Bills. And we were like, oh, what a play. We were hyped up about that. This right here, I mean, next level.
This shit
next level, man. Yeah, this right here, son.
3rd and 10,
like.
Yeah. Man, what a big boy throw on 3rd and 10, man. Oh,
big boy. Big boy.
All right, let's go, baby. Dolphins are driving 2nd and 6 at the Chargers 24 after a Mostert picked up 4 yards on 1st down. Empty backfield for 2 in the gun. 2x3 receiver set. Chargers in cover 6, 2-4. 2 is going to throw a dart to Craycraft over the middle on the in route for an easy 15 yards inside the Chargers 10 down to the 9.
Perfect.
Money.
Perfect.
Shorty, what you drank.
And the reason why this matters is because this is a crucial drive. Everybody knows you have to score.
Yeah.
And Tua is just he doesn't care who gets the ball now. He is just reading it and dealing it, man.
Well, I think that's been all game. That's why we saw Waddle get it spread out. You know what I mean? Like that's why Waddle didn't get all those targets, right? Just Craycraft was open, Bears was open, et cetera, et cetera. All right.
He had like five or six receivers with 3+ receptions. Like it was nice.
First and goal, 2 in the gun, empty backfield. You know he wanted this one too when it happened. Trips bunch to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Hill's going to motion to the backfield. Chargers with a single high look here. And Tua's going to move up in the pocket, use his feet to extend Martin. He's going to make a throw to Craycraft in the end zone on the in route, but it's just out of his extended reach. But you can tell Tua wanted this, man. Tua wanted this bad. Look at this.
Perfect.
Great stuff. And oof.
Perfect pocket presence right there by Tua, man. And this is another one of his super strengths. This is another one of his what makes him one of the better quarterbacks in this league. Yeah. I mean, just moving around like it's water, nothing. Got it. And he wanted to look at him like, damn. Yeah. But real quick, if we can get back to that God view, because Austin Jackson again, this man is out here looking like Kung Fu Joe, man. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This man here, off the ball, who you got? Bosa? That's it? Man, get on the
ground. Put him on the ground.
I mean, the hand fighting is next level for Austin Jackson, and the
good protection is you can tell the protection's showing into his game with how comfortable he looks back there, man.
Yes, feet, hands, confidence is. Thank God he's breaking through. You know.
Second and goal, 2 in the pistol here. 21 personnel, wide receiver to each side. Ahmed's going to motion to the side. 2 is going to hit Mostert on the swing route out of the backfield, and Ahmed slips, not able to make the block. And this stops Mostert, and that could have been 6 right there. Mostert at the 4-yard line when he should have been in for 6, man.
But I'm glad it didn't happen.
We saw it with Izakama earlier. You know, got to get those blocks in the open field to finish these plays off, man. So.
Yeah, and it's unique designs, man, because that's supposed to be like a timed block. You know what I mean? Yeah. Based off the design of the quick bubble screen. So, oh man, close.
Let's go, baby. Third and goal now. 2 in the pistol with Izakama. Izakama is the one behind him. 2 receivers stacked each side. This is a 1 personnel look. 2 is going to throw an unbelievable dime on this fade to Tyreek for the eventual winning touchdown. Unreal throw, unreal placement, perfect game blouses.
Perfect.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, this every time I see this throw made, you know, all these replays and stuff, I keep thinking about Along Came Polly when they were playing basketball, and all you could get raindrops. Old school. Like it was literally that perfect. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, bro. And it doesn't matter who's throwing that. It doesn't get any better. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow.
Shout out to the homie Ghost of Adam Gase on Twitter. He put out a video, and it was he put a compilation video of Donald Trump, all the different times he said and billions and billions, and so he put it together. It's like 4 minutes of him saying billions and billions and billions, and it's all these different shots from these different like rallies, and it's how many times have you watched the Tua fade throw to Tyreek, and it's like billions. Because man, this is art, baby. This is art. Look at that.
It doesn't get any better.
Tyreek ain't 6'4". This is in the bucket to a 5'10" guy with a defender in tight coverage, even if his back is turned. And that is just run into it, baby. Just run into it, and it's there.
That is a drop of water into a bucket.
Right there.
And I mean, right over the defender's head. And trust me, Davis had excellent coverage. Excellent coverage. But when it's a perfect pass, it's a perfect pass, man. And that's exactly what happened right there. So, my God.
Final thoughts on the film, bro. We got 600 people in the room still. We are an hour and 42 minutes in. Let's wrap this up, brother. I mean, that was, I mean, Tua is him, Tyreek is him, together there or them. I give you a lesson on pronouns a little bit there. And I mean, Tua was just on one, and the growth we've seen over the years, man, from season 1 of doing Tua Tuesdays to now season 4 of doing Tua Tuesdays. I mean, we are watching a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, a top 3 quarterback in the AFC right now at work.
He's blossoming, and the reality that we're sitting in right now, right? As far as people's perception of Tua, let's just say that.
Yeah.
Every time Tua has games like this, there's this kind of, almost like knee-jerk reaction or even hesitation to coordinate Tua as being one of these top quarterbacks. You always consistently hear and see Tyreek, Waddle, McDaniel, like everybody else is highlighted and everybody else gets the credit. But when it comes to Joe Burrow and his excellent play, Aaron Rodgers, even Josh Allen when he was playing at his best, Patrick Mahomes, they all get their flowers and roses, and people all across the board there's a hesitation with Tua for whatever reason it is. But
Tua
I
was
guarantee
the best quarterback in the NFL in week 1, and I ain't trying to hear anything different.
It's not even close, though. It's not even close. And I guarantee you, by the end of this year, people are going to have to concede, man. To is a top
by the end of the year,
top 5 quarterback.
If he stays healthy by the end of the year, you're what you just said. You're right. Top 5 quarterback. He'll be in the MVP conversation, and McDaniel will be in the Coach of the Year conversation. And shout out to Alf. He said Tua was trolling with that fade. Last time I saw that was Marino to a 5'9" Clayton. Shout out to Alf, man. There was a guy on Steven Ruiz of The Ringer, does the quarterback rankings. He was trying to tell people, I haven't watched Tua's All-22 yet, but I don't know if he could have a better game than what I saw from Herbert. It's like, bro, people pay you for these bad takes. Like, shout out to Al for absolutely giving that man the work, because that was just the worst thing. I mean, that guy had Herbert number 2 or number 3 on his quarterback rankings to start the season. Clearly, he's trying to keep that agenda alive because Herbert wasn't in the same league as Tua. And in fact, when you look at the next gen passing Herbert's passing chart looked like Tua in the ISO offense, and then Flores under Godsey and under Gailey, and then under Godsey and Stoodsville, while Tua's passing chart looked like something you do with a big arm like Herbert. But
right,
Tua's the one pushing the ball, baby. So I appreciate you, Martin, for coming through. That was a great show. We're going to be back here next week. Hopefully we're not here for 50 plays. I mean, it was fun, but holy Christ, who's ready to do 800 plays in a year, man? So, listen, we're going to be back next week. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow with Richmond Webb and Ball Game.
Yes, sir.
7:30 and 8:30, and then I'll be live with Neil on Friday. Then we'll be live on Thursday, and then I'll be live on Friday for the preview show. Until next time, Fins up.
Hey, and Reason, real quick, I want to give Ball Game his credit and his shout out for calling AVG's step in. We saw what happened with David Long and the air quotes benching, but Ball Game called this out, man. Everybody knew David Long was supposed to be that dude, but I got to tip my hat to Ball Game for calling AVG's kind of stepping up into this role.
What are you gonna tip him for with how it all ended with Noah Benogany?
Oh, damn! As soon as I give it to him, you take it out. Balance it out. He missed on one. But nah, man. But I had to get that Ball Game because that was a left outfield kind of revelation by Ball Game, and I was like, wow, it happened in week 1. So had to get that to him.
This man giving him credit. So yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, I mean, AVG was good. He was better than David. David Long looked lost and confused at times. I mean,
he did.
Let's be honest. I mean, you had 27 total tackles. I think it was 13 or 12 for Deshaun Elliott, and then I know combined Holland had 14. They were literally cleaning up the second level because of how bad our linebacker play was.
Exactly.
That was not a good situation, bro. I mean, gonna have to get that one figured out for sure. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you this much: all the people who were pro Roquan Smith over Bradley Chubb, they sure had an argument after 1 week. And that's another thing. That pass rush, man, we got to be for as much as all these guys are going to want Phillips when he's extended, for how much Chubb's been signed for how much Wilkins wants, for what Siler was extended for what Og was paid. We shouldn't have to be scheming up and blitzes. They should be getting pressure off the four of them alone.
100%.
Unacceptable to me how they were getting washed out cleanly over and over again, like that Eckler 55-yard run. Like they just got washed out. People want to blame coaching all the time, but like these guys all consider themselves elite. And with Phillips, they're all going to want to be paid like elite players eventually here. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but they need to be getting more pressure off 4-man fronts. And that comes down to the personnel.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And that just comes down to how much badly winning the trench battle is really all about how badly you want to win it.
Exactly.
Because I mean, Ogba and Chubb were out here robbing us for money without a ski mask and a gun, bro, on week 1, right? And imagine if they would have paid Christian Wilkins $24 million and you would have seen performance. You would have lost your mind, because remember, we weren't getting the pass rush from him, but his whole thing at the table was how good of a run stopper is and the tackles.
And that wasn't quite the case this play. Yeah,
exactly,
this game.
Right? So just a reminder, guys, I'll be live tomorrow night between 7:30 and 8:30. Look for me, Ball Game, and Richmond Webb for the Finish Line. I'll be live on Thursday for Fin Too Deep with Neil. On Friday, I'll be live for the Patriots and Dolphins preview. And then we'll be live twice on Sunday. We'll be live reacting to the primetime game. And then it's Phinside After Dark, baby. It'll be the 5th quarter post-game panel. It'll be a late one. Some of you are going to have sleepy Monday mornings. But, hey, can Tua stay undefeated against the Patriots? We're going to find out on Sunday. Big week as we are on the march to 2-0. Let's get it, baby. Smash that like button on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. We appreciate all of you. And as always, fins up all day, every day. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.